Did that cost skill? So it costs skills to activate it, but then for the next 3 turns, all of your base attacks are going to be AoE. What? Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here, and welcome to another Honkai Star Rail video. So, Holyverse has started a drip marketing. What that means is that they are leaking, okay? They are showing off some of the stuff we can expect. We've got our 5-star Blade, we've got our 5-star Kafka that is going to come up, I believe, in version 1.2, because in the previous CN announcements, they already told us that Silverwolf as well as Locha are the 5 stars for version 1.1. Similar to how right now 1.0 we have Seele as well as Jingyuan, right? So those are the 2 5 stars with Yukon as the 4-star. But for version 1.2, the Twitter page has started posting the 2 5 stars, Kafka and Blade. I'm not sure which one will come first, but in this video today we're going to take a look at Blade back then in CBT. I believe this was CBT 2, so we'll take a look at his animations, his skills, and if he is super OP. Well, right off the bat, I can tell you Blade is an HP scaling distraction path unit that is going to be very good and top tier husbando. Alright, top tier husbando. I think I saw the Twitter post and all of the fangirls are going crazy with this unit. So let's take a look at if he has the skills to match. So of course, this is Blade, this is CBT 2, I believe, and auto attack is a wind based, okay? So this is nothing special. Let's take a look at the skill. So the skill is uses max 30% HP value and instantly pushes the action by 100%. And wow, this is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy. And at the same time, increases self-damage boost by 14% and changes the basic attack to a different attack. It lasts for 3 turns. All right, lasts for 3 turns. And while under this effect, okay, when the basic attack is changed to this special attack, I'm not sure what the English word for that is, but you will not be able to cast this skill during that turn. So this is actually good because we know all of the units are very skill hungry. So if you have a skill that pretty much relies on HP and then for 3 turns you don't have to use any skill points, right off the bat, that is really good. Okay, really good. Now, during the duration, you cannot use the skill, and if you don't have enough HP, then it will bring your HP down to 1 point, okay? And you cannot gain energy from this skill. So very interesting. Now we have the ultimate, single target plus AoE. So it's one target and its adjacent allies of the enemy will take 30% of the attack plus 76% of the max HP of Blade as wind damage. Wow, and the adjacent ones takes 15% plus 38%. So this is going to be an HP scaling unit. HP scaling unit. And oh my god, the second part is turns the current HP value to the max HP's 50%. So I wonder if that basically, if you're max HP and you use this ultimate, it converts the current HP that you have, right? Which is if it's max HP, and 50% of that is added to your max HP value. That is insane. So we actually have an HP scaling bruiser, and if you played any other games, turn-based games, bruisers are super strong. And every time, so this is the talent, every time you take 1 damage, you get 1 level of charge, lasts for 3 turns, stacks up to 5 turns, and when it's max stacks of 5 stacks, uses all of the stacks and attacks all enemies with a follow-up attack. The follow-up attack is going to do 23% of the damage and then 57% of the lost HP during the charge period time, and also recover 30% of Blade's max HP. So you've got that self-sustain already. You've got that self-sustain. Wow. And oh, there is the technique, which we missed very briefly because it went over really fast. So let's pause at the right time. Attacks enemy right away. So this is a technique outside of the combat, right? Attacks enemy right away, uses 20% of the max HP, and deal all enemies 40% of the max HP as damage, wind damage. Oh my god. HP scaling destruction path. So now, guys, we know that Clara, she has a healing destruction path cone, right? That cone is really good. It makes Clara almost like a pseudo tank. So I wonder if you can actually put that on Jin. Sorry, not Jin, on Blade, and he's gonna be super good. Now we can see here. All right, we're going over the upgrades of traces. The first trace that you can unlock is if your HP is less than 50% of your max, then the healing output, outgoing healing received, is increased by 20%. Sorry, not outgoing healing, but the healing received. Okay, the amount of healing received by Blade is increased by 20%. So either from the skills of the heal or from the healing allies. Now the second one is if you attack an enemy that is weakness broken, then you recover 10% of max HP plus 8. So not only are you getting increased heals as part of your traces, you're also having lifesteal when you're hitting enemies that is weakness broken. So you have this crazy, and not to mention that you have follow-up attacks too. So you're gonna get lots of heals. Let's take a look at the last one. Okay, let's take a look at the last one. The other ability upgrade is that talent follow-up attacks will be boosted by damage increase by 50%. Okay, so this is a good old damage increase. It's not going to change anything, but 50% is of course a very decent chunk of boost. But so far what we've seen from Blade, damn, that kit looks gorgeous. Okay, so we also have the cone. Now increases the user's max HP by 16%, attack increases by 16%, and at the same time basic attacks damage increased by 30%, and follow-up attacks increased by what follow-up attacks damage also increased by 30%, and this is super imposition 1. So how much is it going to increase if it goes all the way? Wow, that's so sick. That's so sick. Now taking a look at the Eidolons, of course guys, remember this is CBT, so it's subject to change. Okay, Eidolon 1, each battle, if the enemy is during the battle, if your HP is less than 50% of max, then your HP max increases by 20% and it stacks up to 2 times. So every time your HP drops below 50% of your max, you get a 20% HP max boost that stacks up to 2 times. That's Eidolon 1. Eidolon 2 is if you have your skill activated, which of course changes your basic attack, then every time when you heal, your next attack damage increases by 50%, and it stacks up to 3 times. Okay, so Eidolon 2 is not game changing. I think it's very good. 45% is no joke, but you're not going to get obviously the full stack. But let's take a look at the Eidolon 4. When you're casting your ultimate, if your max HP, if your current HP is more than 50% of the max HP, then deal bonus damage to the target enemy and its adjacent enemies equal to the 100% of the HP lost, because it costs ultimate HP to use your ultimate. So use that and convert that to 100% of the damage to your enemy. Oh, what the and then Eidolon 6. Wow. Okay, Eidolon 6 break this unit. This says if you receive an attack that will knock you out, you retain 1 HP, you activate your talent, and this effect triggers every 3 turns. Once every 3 turns. So basically, every 3 turns you don't die, right? You go into 1 HP, and then you trigger your talent, which we talked about previously. Let's just take a look at the talent again. That's broken. Your talent essentially gives you a follow-up attack and heal. How is this fair? How is this fair? So we can see some of the animations. We can take a look. All right, let's take a look at the animations. Wow, I think this Blade is going to be a one-man army. I mean, this is CBT, so it's subject to change. But, okay, let's take a look at Blade. So, use the skill, and now the auto attack is going to be changed, right? You get your boost, and your auto attack is now in AoE. Wow. And it does not cost skill, right? Let's go back. Did that cost skill? So it costs skills to activate it, but then for the next 3 turns, all of your base attacks are going to be AoE. What? Oh my god, that is bonkers. That's bonkers. Damn. Okay, anyhow, I think he will be nerfed, alright? There's no way that this character gets released like this. Blade is a bit too strong looking at it. Let me know your thoughts on this unit. And the 1.2, of course, is still a while away. This was the CBT. Things can change a lot. But damn, it's looking hella strong. I'm glad this Husbando is getting the love he deserves. We'll see. Alright, we will see how it turns out. Anyhow, it's TimaeuSS here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye now.